that some sort of Monty Python thing? Where did that come from?
Oh, what kind of body?
I was expecting, where'd you get those coconuts from? What coconuts? We found them. You know, we just find coconuts. If I had known, I'd have had a couple of coconuts. I've got a couple of coconuts. We're filming.
Yeah, we're filming.
Are we?
Why wouldn't you do that? Billy was just, he was mortified because he's like, Mum used to say, when send me to the shops, get on your wee horse and go to the shop, and that's what I had to do, and I had to go to the shops. And he was like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, come on.
It worked.
That was fine. Anyway.
So you find Neil and I here, and we said that we're going to be very serious because we have a very serious topic here. We have a taster pack, is it up the right way, Neil?
Yeah.
We have a taster pack of 5 whiskies here. But as you can maybe a little bit close up, these are not Scottish whiskies. These are Japanese whiskies. Whiskey with a Y.
Well, whiskey's got a Y.
Yeah, but whiskey with a, but it's not American whiskey, they're IEs.
No,
but
EYs.
EYs. Whiskey. But they're not American whiskies, it's Japanese whiskies.
So
it's
whiskey, yes, it's whiskey without an E.
Whiskey without an E.
Yeah.
But I thought this was only, I thought only Scotch whiskey was with a Y. But then I found out recently that there are loads of places around the world that spell it just with a Y.
Yes, but they can't call it Scotch.
I thought it was just with the Y because we were very impatient. And the shorter the word means you can get into it quicker because you're very quicker. But anyway, we are going to be deadly serious, Neil and I, and we are going to try this taster pack. So that's how we. What do you think that says? There's a little bit in the corner here. It's in Japanese. I think it says push.
No.
It's like.
Well, I know what you mean, but.
See, what do you think it says?
I don't know.
It says push. It says
Oh, mate.
it says push. Look it up. Right.
I'm going to do.
So in this little pack here, what we got? Middle cousin Stuart supplied this. And Stuart has been, Stuart and I go way back.
So he got it from Drinks by the Dram.
Drinks by the Dram. So
and this is a Japanese whiskey tasting set.
We have Bumph.
Oh.
Whiskey tasting notes.
So I get the technical stuff.
Whiskey tasting notes. Well, I hope you can actually. Can you speak Japanese?
No, but I'm sure.
Can you actually see Japanese?
No.
Maybe I could find a pair of glasses.
I'm okay.
I could find a
So
pair of
which one have
glasses
we got
that would
first?
help quite a lot.
So you've got, go and take
Is
the
that your
red box.
glasses at the end there?
Yeah, but you'll not be able to see it.
Is you really
They're
blind?
distance glasses.
Are they? Okay.
So let's take them out of the box
Do a bit of box.
and get rid of the box.
I like
It's
this.
a nice box, but let's get rid of it.
The problem is I'm going to end up keeping the box because you know I like things like that.
I know that's my problem. I'm getting more and more.
Kleptomaniac.
What we need is a still top warehouse. That's what we need.
Or a fireplace. It's amazing how much stuff you can get on a fireplace.
So we've got, is there an order for these? Should we do them in an order?
Well, if there's an order then, well, I would suggest that there probably is an order. Because what we have learned, especially this evening, is that the Bruichladdich grain was certainly a beginner whiskey, whereas we went straight to the
Well, that's our problem. So,
Isla.
So we'll get 3 blends
3 blends.
and 2 singles.
Yeah.
So we've got, so we do them in order of colour. So we'll do the lighter one first.
Assuming that
I'm assuming
saturation.
Referring to this.
Or is it in Japanese?
No, and helpfully, Drinks by the Dram have actually translated the tasting notes into what we call as
Very small writing.
Scottish. In very well, it's very small writing, yeah. Let's do.
You're avoiding the name. What's the first one called?
We just need to get them in the order first. So we got them. So that's just going
Light
to dark.
Yep.
And then that's the single malts, light to dark. Right.
We are going to start off with.
So what is the first one?
What is it called?
These are actually very nice cards.
Now, I can certainly say from my point of view I've obviously tried Scotch whisky, I've tried American whisky, I've tried Welsh whisky, I've tried English whisky. I have never tried Japanese whisky.
I was fortunate enough to. First time I tried Japanese whisky was in Ghana. In Accra, in Ghana, which was a fantastic experience. We're going for this one, which is the Hatozaki blend. Hatozaki.
So we're going for
Hatozaki.
We're going for the.
We would love it if somebody could do as a wee return video saying exactly how we should say these. But anyway, it's we'll call it Hatozaki blended. Right. Jimmy. Hatozaki. You can't even get it. So this one on the nose. Oh, these are nice wee glasses.
These are the little Freud camping glasses.
Wee dumpy.
So that you can basically drop it in the grass and it always stays upright. Isn't that quite authentic?
That is.
Yeah, you didn't get that in Japanese whiskey. Right. So right, okay, open-minded. Here we go, in with the nose.
I'll let you say what you think.
Oh, sweet pepperness, peppery, but sweet peppery.
Right, I'll tell you what the tasting notes say. It's light, sweet, malty aromas. So you were right with the sweet. Alongside more cereal notes and fragrant lemongrass.
So I don't often frequent the lemongrass, so I wouldn't kind of recognise that.
And fragrant. Did I say frequent?
No, I said frequent.
Fragrant lemongrass.
Fragrant.
Fruity notes of...
Well, definitely fruity.
Fruity notes of nectarine and banana appear.
One day I will find banana in a whiskey, but until now I have never ever found banana in a whiskey.
Right, I'm going in for the... See, the thing is,
like
because I can't smell anything, I've got no preconception of what this is going to taste like. See, that's the difference of not being able to smell. You have no idea what to expect.
I'm sort of guessing a sort of Tobermory. That's what I'm expecting.
I can't go out clear.
See, since you said.
You're now
I'm not going to say banana, I'm going to say banoffee. Yeah, definitely, maybe banoffee.
I know why you can smell banana, because it tastes like banana. You know what it tastes?
It's different, isn't it?
It
tastes like banoffee.
It's like pudding.
It's like a pudding. What's the underlying note? There is some. Oh, it does taste like banoffee.
It does. It's got.
That's not a bad dram, is it? Which roughly translated is banoffee.
Banoffee blended. No, but. I'm not liking that.
Is it whiskey though?
So what it's saying. So the palate is saying. Grain sweetness, a touch of honey, which could be where I was picking up the banana bit.
No, I'm getting more.
And barrel char. Oh, barrel char, a wee bit of charcoal with stone fruit and orange blossom.
So not lemon meringue pie.
Well, that's maybe when you're getting the tartness from the orange blossom. I'm getting the fruit right enough, but I'm not getting.
But it's very puddingy, I would say. It's very refreshing and very nice, and I would certainly drink it.
Yeah,
but it's very maybe.
I think it's quite a singular flavour. There's not a lot of.
So we're saying that pudding just tastes like pudding.
I'm not saying there's not a lot of complexity to it. That's what I would say.
No, just pudding. And we are now moving on to, if you read it.
So we're on to the. Is this the Nikka days?
Nikka days.
Nikka days.
So we're gonna try
a wee drop of that.
The Nikka days, a wee drop there for Steph. Right, Nikka days. So the last one we thought was very banoffee, very puddingy.
Yeah, it was. And it was.
Let's find out if there's a little bit more
this is so
whiskey in this one. Oh, straight away apples. Straight away.
Again, I get that.
It's like schnapps. It's like apple schnapps.
It's actually quite interesting. Losing your sense of smell, I can actually. I do get the odd whiff, and just when I
get the nose right in there.
I get an instant very bit, and it was a Granny Smith. It was a Granny Smith.
Yeah. When you bite into a green, a hard green apple. I always prefer the soft red apple, but when you bite into
that's
hard,
what
that's what that is.
It's a Granny Smith.
It almost reminds me. So last night, Steph was drinking the Sam cider all the way from Devon, and obviously when you open up the cider, you expect, and you get this lovely aroma of fresh apples. That's like spirit, peppery, spicy, and apples, but not cinnamon apples. It's like Tobermory and apple schnapps. Very pleasant.
Very pleasant. So according to
slight peppery, slight spicy, very citrus, very appley, but more appley I would say than citrus. More.
Well, the fudgy bit. Alongside a hint of barrel char, freshened up with juicy apples.
It's apples. It's very apple. It's very pleasant.
Apple through and through.
It is very pleasant. And if there was a bottle on the table and you were having a nice evening, it's a dinner party whiskey. It's not a bonfire whiskey.
It's a nice one.
Dinner party with friends, very civilised. Nice talking point. Nice bottle of whiskey. Not a campfire at a comp safari whiskey really. I think it would get lost. Right, we're on to a bottle of Yoichi.
So that's Y-O-Y-C-H-I.
Yoichi.
Let's see what I get. If I get anything, is that
No.
Fine.
Right, Yoichi. Right, have we got whiskey yet? Did you get something? Did you get a wee?
I got a wee, but yeah.
Oh, this smells a little more promising. Almost, right? Almost a little Bruichladdich. It almost gives you a little. Am I stretching it too far?
Well, I don't know because I can't really.
It smells like whiskey. It's still a very appley. It's still a very fresh, like you talked about, the hard Granny Smith. But there is whiskey there.
I didn't get the peat smoke.
Possibly Bruichladdich, but I'm not really getting the peat smoke.
But I did. Well, it's saying here candied citrus fruit, so that
candy,
was
candy apple
and black licorice. So that was what hit me.
The black licorice.
And then it just vanished. Yeah, no, I think
the licorice is possibly there. Yeah. The aniseed. Is it whiskey?
That's definitely whiskey. That's much more of a whiskey than the first two. That's a proper.
Oh, that's quite pleasant. Yeah, that almost has a taste of Islay, but not peaty. But again, I stand to my. It's almost a sort of Bruichladdich. But to me, Bruichladdich unpeated still tastes like Islay, although it's unpeated. And that has that sort of sea.
It's got a nice.
That's a nice whiskey. You're going to have to refresh me. What's it called?
Yoichi.
Yoichi. I would rate that.
Unless I'm wrong and somebody in the comments can tell me.
And how are they going to tell you in the comments? Because they're going to say exactly the same as this. You're not saying Yoichi, correct? It's actually Yoichi.
Well, they can. I'm reading that phonetically, I suppose, and they'll need to do. Or they can send us a wee video.
We could
send a wee video. Actually, out of the three so far, I'd be tempted to get a bottle of that.
Yeah, no, I agree. If I was in a whiskey shop and I seen a bottle which looked like Yoichi, I think I would be asking questions.
It's definitely more complex than the first two.
But still got that apple, which is very strange.
Bit of a tang in the tongue.
It's not really a spice, is it?
No, I wouldn't say there's much spice.
But there's it's not a peppery. It's not a. It doesn't grab the tongue.
No.
Very pleasant actually. Very pleasant. Colour.
Yeah, graded the colour, lightest to darkest. And right enough, the last one was supposedly the peaty one.
So what we have here, strength-wise, are we going to go with strength?
And what's your problem with the peat?
I can't taste peat any longer.
Is that because
I've been drinking peaty whiskies for the last 32 years or so, and I've been drinking. I've always enjoyed a Lafroig even since I was young. So I always liked Guinness. I always liked black coffee. I always liked strong burnt flavours. So when Lafroig was introduced to me as young as 18, maybe even younger, I always liked to end the evening on a Lafroig. It was always ready available.
So does that mean you're like a 35 ppm blood count?
Yeah, immune. To me, peat smoke just smooths whiskey. It takes the pepperness away from whiskey.
It does.
But I no longer actually recognise the peat. I recognise when it's not there because it's spicy, and jaggy, but peat whiskey is.
You feel it.
Nice.
Mellows it.
So are we going to expecting any peat in these fellas? So we have a.
So these are what we got. These are both.
I need glasses.
No, that's.
We've got a long word and a short word.
Oh right, so you.
So what was that last one then? Was that the single malt?
It was.
Well, it was very nice.
That's why.
Well, there you are. That was actually the Yoichi. What was it called? I'm never going to get the hang of this. The Yoichi.
I should have noticed it said single malt on here.
The Yoichi is a single malt, and it's actually a very nice whiskey.
It was.
No, I like the Yoichi.
So that makes sense.
So far, the Yoichi is definitely the above. I mean, these were very pleasant in their own right. But the Yoichi, so what's the other blend then?
Okay, so we're on to the Mars Kasei. Kasei. Mars Kasei.
That one.
I'm going to
That's the short word, so I
yep,
can see that one right.
Kasei.
So that is actually
that's the blend.
That is a.
That's a dark.
Now, I, as you well know, I'm a great believer in blends because everyone dishes blends. But at the end of the day, blends are put together from single malts.
Let me just take a count.
And why would you put bad single malts together? Very serious. And we are on the Mars.
Mars.
Yeah, we're on the Mars.
Mars. We're on another planet tonight.
Yeah, we're on a different planet. We're on the,
so it's Mars Kasei, which is a blend.
Right. So we're going to be. Wee splash of that fella.
Yeah. So
splash of that fella. Splash of that fella. Does that seem?
So
I was going to be comparing.
So that's got a fair bit of colour to it.
Right. Under the old nose.
So this is the darkest of the blends.
Oh, that smells much sweeter, less appley.
And it's got a... What is it they call it again when it's the...
Cloudy?
No. The oil in the glass.
Yeah, the ribbons.
Yeah, that's it, the ribbons.
The ribbons are taking their time. So she's not cold filtered. Ribbons are definitely taking their time. It's very oily.
Oh.
Is that a good O or a bad O?
Nah, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I don't often say I don't like whiskey, but I don't like that.
Right, okay then, here we go. I don't think there's much to like or dislike. It's not.
You know what the trouble is? The last one was so nice.
The last one, the
Yoichi.
the Yoichi.
Yep.
The Yoichi was very nice.
Yes. It's there.
But we are hardened Isla drinkers. That I think that is our problem. It was mentioned to me on my birthday 2 weeks ago that you and I do have to give the space sides, the Japanese. We have to give these more of a space. That's why they're called space sides. You're going to give them a space. But when you are a sort of a hardened Isla drinker,
well, the thing is, we're kind of setting out on this, and we've spent a lot of time in the islands, particularly Islay. And
we do like an island.
We do have 9 distilleries in Islay. Yeah. So by the time we get through them,
and there isn't a bad one,
and then Islay's that way, Speyside that way, we'll get there. Might take us a wee while, but we'll get there. So what are you thinking of the Mars Kasei? It's a wee bit of a...
It's a bit of a damp squid, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not bad. It just doesn't really... I'm just kind of struggling with it.
Yes.
It's sweet. It's
a bit of a pointless.
It's,
right, I'll tell you what the nose.
if someone gave you a bottle, I suppose.
Well, actually, just reading the note here, kind of says on the nose, you've got white flowers and ripe white stone fruit with just a whisper of smoke. Which, yeah, well, I couldn't smell it anyway, but that leads on to the flavour. Fresh green apple intertwined with light.
So once I don't actually get apple.
With light smoky notes, a drizzle of fragrant honey alongside waffles of creamy sauce and vanilla ice cream. So what they're saying
waffles.
There, yeah, but what they're saying
it's not the kind of.
It's the point in here that they're saying intertwined, light, a drizzle, a waffle. So everything that they mentioned there is just a wee bit of
sweetness,
a wee bit of something.
Yeah,
there's nothing of. It's all it's light smoky notes, a drizzle of fragrant. It's all just a bit.
Right, we should go and get a couple of fresh glasses
for
all
down. Yeah, all the flavours are all quite low.
Yeah, we'll get a couple of glasses for the. So far, now I am not a believer.
I've got to try and pronounce this one, have I? I think I've managed with that one.
No, before you pronounce that one, this is a single malt, and I would like to try and prove to everyone on Still Talk not to disregard the blends, because there's a lot of good blended whiskey out there, and everyone goes straight for the single malts. But so far on the Japanese whiskey, the single malt so far was outstanding compared to the 3 blends.
Yeah. I think my thoughts are that the blends that they've done are towards the mass market to try and get people into whiskey and to get people that don't normally drink whiskey to drink whiskey. That's my thoughts on the blends.
The Banoffee and the apple schnapps was actually quite tasty.
They're tasty, but they're not.
What was the
Yoichi?
No, the Yoichi was good.
Oh, no, that's good.
What was the one we just had? The Mars.
Yeah, the Mars. Yeah.
The Mars. I didn't really.
No, it was just.
Right. What do we have?
Last ones. We've got the. Oh my goodness. The Miyagikyo.
That's not what it says on mine.
What is that? Yeah, it's
I can't even see.
Miyagikyo. Miyagikyo.
Right, so we've got Miyagikyo.
Tell you what, we'll send this to Michael, and we'll get Michael to pronounce what this is.
Yeah.
Miyagikyo. We should do a live Zoom call with him at some point. Yeah, pronounce these. I'm sure he could.
I think what we'll need.
I'm sure Michael could speak.
We could be requiring a Japanese sword to get into these.
I'm just thinking that point's getting a bit close. Surely you just
right.
Oh no, just turn off anyway.
No, they're wax. Different wax. See? Right.
Miyagikyo.
Which is a single malt.
There you go. Miyagikyo.
Miyagikyo.
I'm going to have to ask somebody that. Japanese. Yeah. Right. Let's see. Right, let's see if I can get
Yeah, that smells like whiskey. Sorry, I was thinking of Mr.
So this is a single malt. Miyagikyo. It's the last out of 5. So far we've got the 3.
We shall sit back and.
We've got 3 blends, which were, as we've said, blended to a softer market, I suppose you could call it. And then we've got the Yoichi,
which we like.
which we did like.
We
Yes,
did like that.
that was a nice one. And now we're going to be Miyagikyo.
I was going to say.
Unless that's an S.
I was going to say remember or think about Mr. Miyagi, but I think he was. Is he not Okinawa? Which is maybe not very political for Japanese whiskey.
So drinks by the dram. Where these came from. Good idea. Clever idea. And quite a handy idea.
It's a very pleasant way to spend an evening.
Those guys are based down in Kent. Lots of things. I'll need you on the website at some point.
This has
What's their
potential.
website? So the website is drinksbythedram.com. They're obviously on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Well, yeah, they put together a very nice package.
It's a very nice one. And it's a shame they've stolen our text, our font.
They have that. Did you just get it?
Well, it's not quite. No, it's not quite ours. Ours is nice.
To be honest, it looks like it's done on a typewriter.
Yeah, but that's just because of the font. No computers can do that sort of thing now.
I remember if this was on an episode of Columbo. It's all about that. See, if you look at the ends,
whose typewriter was on.
Yeah, you can tell
Right.
which typewriter it
Yeah.
was, right? But that was back in the days of. So.
That was-
This has promise, by the way.
That's where you're lost.
This does have promise. Lost what? Before you go into a dram.
Well, yeah. It must be so much harder now for detectives.
Because they don't use typewriters.
Yes.
Or even raincoats.
And they're like a long raincoat. Well,
A flash has got.
it's got pure connotations these days. So, right, so what are you getting on the nose then? Let's get serious again. I thought you said you were going to be serious.
I am serious.
That's why I was after 5, 6 grams. Right.
This smells like
So-
a whiskey. This actually reminds me of something.
Oh,
And I don't want to taste it until
so I've tasted it.
that would pass as a scotch,
Yes,
wouldn't it?
yes. Well,
If you passed that around the table, everyone would be thinking, right,
could you tell whether it was...
it smells like an unpeated West Coast whiskey.
It's still,
But it has the sea, it has the hints of the West Coast. She's not a Christmas cake, she's not a spicy, she's a West Coast whiskey.
No.
How's it taste? I haven't tasted it yet.
That's why. You
No,
haven't
it
tasted
just
that yet.
smells like a West Coast whiskey.
Okay.
Oh, but I'm getting a bit of sweetness now. Oh, I hate to say, but there's a slight smelly apple. They must use apples.
It's not cider that you're drinking. No, I think
Is there a
that's-
bottle of cider in here someplace? Right, we're going to taste.
Yeah, go and taste it. See what you think. I'll let you.
Oh, it's peppery, it's spicy, it's
Yeah, but it's not a strong, it's not a harsh pepper, it is a smooth spice. There's smooth spice in it.
I think, I know.
There's a wee bit more complexity to that. Certainly more complexity to that than the blended ones.
But a grapefruit,
But not
but a
as...
pineapple, grapefruit, I think. You get the sides of your tongue.
That's what I'm feeling, yeah. Yeah, a wee bit of tartness coming in. But it's
It's quite pleasant, isn't it?
got quite a... That's more complex. There's more complexity to that flavour. It's trying to source
But she's
what actually is there. But it's quite a tart.
I know several people who really enjoy that.
Yeah.
So I kind of grade. I know there's many kinds of whiskies. Again, it's very slow in the ribbons. So there's the first whiskies, as we said, would be perfect for after dinner or a dessert. And then you get a whiskey that you can actually just enjoy when you're watching a good old black and white movie. And then you get a whiskey that's, well, it just demands your attention. And I think I'd put that in that category. I don't think you couldn't just sit and watch television or... It's quite dry, isn't it?
It's got a very strong after warmth. It's got a really strong...
No, definitely demands.
So I'll go through the notes, since I've got...
Go on then.
So, the nose, initial notes of concentrated iris.
I don't know what an iris is. Is that not a bit in your eye?
Well, it's a plant.
Is that not a bit in there?
It's a flitter. Developed into melted barley, banana and camphor.
Melted barley? How do you...
Sorry, it's the font's so bad. Sorry,
malted barley, yeah, okay. I'll give you that.
Malted barley, banana and camphor.
I'll give banana.
Burnt wood.
Oh, back to camphor. Camphor is...
Yeah, that's kind of those trunks you get. You put your camphor chest that you put your blankets in. The moths don't like.
Not very pleasant.
You like this palate, according to this. Firm and lively. Which
is
yes,
lively.
Definitely, yeah. Malted barley at its heart. Yes, that's why we think it's got. Yep. With licorice, chocolate, and spicy notes.
Spicy, yes. Chocolate, I don't get.
The chocolate. I kind of get the licorice. Very, yeah.
Well, that's the. See when you breathe back on your tongue, you get that numbness. That's that aniseed almost that you get from. You can say you get that in all whiskies.
No. And then fresh tobacco leaf and coconut joint mixed towards the end. I'll let you get to
I'm not sure what fresh tobacco leaf tastes like.
I'll get to the end yet.
I'll go to the end. How do you know when you're at the end?
Well, it must be the bottom of the glass.
Well, it must be.
It must be the bottom of the glass, yes.
Well, I'm closer to the bottom of the glass than you are, so I'm expecting tobacco leaves.
Well, I suppose. Where would we get fresh tobacco leaves? You're not going to get fresh tobacco leaves here. You're not going to be able to experience fresh tobacco.
I don't know where tobacco leaves come from.
Well, Cuba,
obviously. Cuba. So anywhere in that sort of central or warm band, Cuba.
So you need to go there to get fresh tobacco leaves. Presumably.
But that's what they smell like. Presumably.
No, that's what it tastes
like. That's actually a very nice dram. So, what are we drinking?
Miyagikyo. Right. Miyagikyo.
You have to look at the camera.
Miyagikyo. Oh, that could be it. Miyagikyo. Right, I'm going to have to edit this to edit out all these Miyagikyos. So it's... I'm getting to the end.
It's very pleasant actually. So, I mean, that really is...
That's me at the end, so... And the finish, long and soft, tobacco spice, toasted nuts and stewed fruits linger.
Well, the one thing that's absent is the toasted nuts, because we could be doing a bit of eating them.
So that was us. So I would like, what order do you put that in? Because in all honesty, I preferred the Yoichi to the Miyagikyo.
Okay, yeah, I think these are very close, but I could be persuaded you're right.
And the other one's the Mars is
it.
Yeah.
Mars, we didn't really get Mars.
The Nikka Days, there's a bit of an overlap in those.
I think I preferred the citrus apple to the Banoffee.
Yes.
So Mars, Banoffee, Apple, and then the one that we can't pronounce.
It was a Nikka.
And then
Nikka Days was a bit off.
the Yoichi.
Yoichi. Yeah.
So the Yoichi.
So we're in agreement now.
So if you hold up the old product placement again, if you hold this up and you give them a little plug, that we would thoroughly recommend that you actually go to
Drinks by the Dram.
Drinks by the Dram, and we'd be very interested to actually see if you agree.
We're not sponsored by anyway. We just Dave got it for his birthday.
So yeah, from cousin Stuart, and it's a very pleasant way to spend.
Mars, Hatozaki, Nikka Days, Miyagikyo, Yoichi.
We like the Yoichi.
Yoichi's
That's
the one.
that's
so if you
the-
spot a bottle of Yoichi, that's the one to get.
And not that we should actually, and I wouldn't. If you get this tasting kit, if you're lucky enough to have a cousin Stuart to give you one of these, that these don't try and compare them with Scotch whisky, which I think is what we automatically did.
Yes.
And they are not Scotch whisky, although Yoichi and the one that Neil pronounces better than I do,
Both the single malt.
both the single malts certainly have a sort of a little what's the word, a little
So what are they blending the blends with?
apples and bananas.
Because they've gone, they're basically, because to get the blends, they're obviously taking,
Yeah, well,
you take single malts.
there's not a
and
lot of
you blend
Yoichi
them.
in those.
Yeah, exactly. So there must be something really, really bland.
What we also have is, now I've put it in front of me, so you're going to have to read it.
Oh.
We have the Whisky Bible by
Jim Murray.
Jim Murray's. So in here is all 4,300 and something whiskies. So if you look up Japanese whiskey, because it's very small, right, and then Ochi, see what he says.
Oh, right, okay. So I'm going
So I've spent the last sort of week looking up my favourite whiskies, and so far he's actually been quite spot on.
Okay, let's see what he says.
And what I did learn tonight, what I did learn last week, was that the reason that there are feathers on my Lafroig bottles is because it is Prince Charles' favourite whisky, as I mentioned earlier on, who is now King Charles. So it'll be quite interesting to see whether the feathers move over to the Royal Crest. Have you found
Well, I found that. I found the
Japanese whisky?
Miyagikyo.
Right, what does Miyagikyo say?
Oh my goodness. You're right about the small print.
It's very,
I thought
very
the
small
card-
print. It needs to be a much bigger book.
He's going to live forever.
He's certainly going to be well pickled.
Yeah. Well, he's certainly not going to decompose.
No, they can pick him up many years from now and he'll still
He'll
smell
still
of
be
Lafroig. So,
Cracking
Japanese
book.
whisky.
Cracking me book.
That is actually a cracking little book. That is
Not one for.
put it in your pocket, go to the whisky shop. I think you can trust the man.
Yeah, once you get past all his anecdotes.
Yeah. So whisky from Japan, yeah, me.
I would give it a yeah.
I'd give it a yeah. I'd give
At
it
least
a,
the single malts. I wouldn't worry too much about the blend.
well, unless you're a dessert fan.
Unless you're.
Unless you're a dessert fan. So what we're basically saying is, Japanese whisky, if you're wanting something to impress your guests, it's a yes. It's a yes.
That thumbs up.
It's a yes.